Hi, I'm Dr. Jamie Oskin, and I wanted to share with you a case that came in this week that was exciting, and I wanted to share it because it really shows the power of homeopathy and safe, gentle, natural medicine. So this is a case of a woman who's about 50 years old and going through perimenopause for about 4 years. And she'd been struggling with really severe PMS with debilitating cramps, very severe anger and irritability, like almost to the point of rage during her PMS. And in addition, she was having really bad hot flashes, so bad that she was having night sweats every night for the last several years, and really debilitating during the day because she would have to take her clothes on and off, and really affected her quality of life. And in addition to that, even more severe was that she had been really anemic due to heavy menstrual bleeding. She was bleeding almost every day of the month except for 2 to 3 days. She would get a 2 to 3 day break, and then she would start bleeding again. And she had this heavy, profuse menstrual bleeding. And it was a problem. It had been going on for about 4 years, and they had tried the Mirena IUD with her gynecologist, and that had taken the edge off the hot flashes, but it didn't really do much otherwise. She even went in and had a DNC, which is a dilation and curettage procedure to try to scrape out the uterine lining, and that gave temporary relief from the bleeding for a few months, and then it started coming back profusely again. And so she was really at her wit's end. And in addition to that, she had a few other interesting homeopathic symptoms for those of you out there who are homeopaths. She was extremely sensitive to odors. She had a very sensitive sense of smell, and also very sensitive to bright light and sunlight. She wouldn't go anywhere without her sunglasses. And so I want to share with you what happened after just 2 months of treating her with a homeopathic remedy called Nux vomica. And Nux vomica is in its homeopathic preparation that is in a very safe, gentle, natural preparation, very safe medicine. And for those of you who are homeopaths out there, I wanted to share with you from Materia Medica Pura, from Hahnemann's original Materia Medica. In the introduction to Nux vomica, he writes the following: if the menses usually come on some days too soon and are too copious, the ailments remaining or occurring after their cessation are quite suitable for Nux vomica. And this is not the only case that I've had, or some of my colleagues that I know have had really amazing success with cases of severe menorrhagia, which is heavy bleeding. And so what happened? So I put her on Nux vomica 30C, 2 pellets twice a day, dry pellets, and she let those dissolve in her mouth. And after 1 month, her hot flashes were dramatically better. She wasn't having night sweats anymore. She said her anger had significantly decreased, and she didn't have the PMS and cramping, and wasn't having the rage, feeling like she wanted to tear somebody's head off. And she was quite happy with these results. However, her menstrual bleeding had not changed at all. And she had kind of plateaued in her improvement and wasn't making any more progress. So at the 1 month mark, we went up in potency to Nux vomica 200C, which is often the next dose I tend to give after a 30C. And we gave her 2 dry pellets dissolved in her mouth once a day. And she just came back this week for a follow-up visit. And after 2 months now of being treated with Nux vomica, and after the first month on 200C, her mood is better. She's no longer having PMS. The hot flash is pretty much completely resolved. And she was so funny. She was wearing a sweater in my office, and she said, "Look at this." She's like, "When do I ever wear sweaters? I'm too hot to wear sweaters." And now the hot flashes were so much better. She was not needing them. And even more exciting, she had her first normal period in 4 years, and she only had 3 days of normal bleeding. It wasn't excessively heavy, and then her period ended, and she had a normal month. So she was ecstatic with these results. And, you know, it just shows the power of safe, gentle, natural medicine and the power of homeopathy. And I just was so excited about this case. I had to share it with you. So with that, I hope you enjoy this. Maybe you learned a little bit about nux vomica and an indication you can use. And if you've had cases, if you're a doctor and you've had cases where you've had nux vomica be incredibly successful in similar cases, please share it below so that more people can learn about this safe, gentle, natural medicine. Have a great day.